You should wide body the Hellcat. Wide body the Hellcat. Put a wide body on it. Hey, you should wide body your Hellcat. Buy a new Hellcat. Buy a new Hellcat. Time for a new Hellcat. Redeye.
How about new? Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
Thank you.
And nobody can hang with my stuff. Just a big, hairy American winning machine. If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm talking about?
Hello, I'm Jensen. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. In this video, I'm going to explain a bunch of things. 1, why I don't buy a new Hellcat. 2, why I won't wide body my Hellcat. And 3, what kind of car I should buy for the channel. So let's get straight to it. I've explained this plenty times, but let me get into the many reasons why I don't want to wide body the Hellcat. First, the weight. It adds 500 pounds. Every time I say that, someone's like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't add 500 pounds. They're like, the fenders don't weigh 500. You have to get wider wheels, different front bumper, different rear bumper. It adds 500 pounds. I keep trying to tell everybody this. And this thing already weighs like, what, 4,600, 4,700 pounds with me in it? So why in the world would I want to add even more weight? This thing is already a boat. It's a brick. Adding more weight just for fender flares does not make sense to me whatsoever. Unless some company comes out with like a carbon fiber kit that's super light and they sponsor it, I'm not going to wide body my shit. It does look good, but I like the narrow body style. Everyone says, oh, it's the OG body, not narrow body, woo woo. Well, this is narrow body compared to the wide body, so you know. So the big thing is weight. I'm not gonna add that much weight to this car. It makes it so much slower. Like my car stock versus like Hell Kitty Nye's car, her shit is hella slow. I feel like an asshole saying this, my bad. She might be watching this too, so my bad. You know this too, you know, your shit's kind of slow. And it's because of the extra weight. With the extra weight, you can really tell the difference in between the cars. It's pretty crazy. Yes, it would make sense for the drag strip, but this is not just a drag racing car. It's gonna do drag racing. We're gonna take it to the drag strip. We're gonna go crazy. We're gonna try to go 9s in this car, if I didn't tell you guys that yet. We're gonna go 9s in the Drift Cat. We already got a name for it. Josh at Overkill came up with this name. It's gonna be the Gap Cat. The Gap Cat and the Drift Cat. So back to what I was saying. The wide body would be better for the drag strip because you could put wider tires on it, obviously. So wider tires, more grip, you could throw more power at it. But this is not just a drag race focused car. It's gonna be a drag race and drift car. One day I really wanna film a video going to the racetrack, going 9s on the drag strip, taking the wheels off, throwing on some burners, and going to the drift track in the same day, same video, same car, same tune, all that shit. Just to show you guys how reliable this build is that Josh at Overkill Performance put together. Some people ask why we didn't put more power into it, and that's because we wanted to stay as reliable as possible. He does have an OP 950 package. We could do 1,000 to the wheels, all that type of stuff, but it's not as reliable as this package right here. And my main concern was reliability because it's mostly still a daily driver, so I definitely need all the reliability I can get with this car. But I still wanted to make a bunch of power. I keep getting sidetracked, so let's go to number 2. Why don't I buy a new Hellcat? Why in the world would I buy a new Hellcat when there's a perfectly fine Hellcat right here? It doesn't make sense. Yes, there's little shit that I break, but this car has 65,000 miles on it now, right? If I were to go buy a new Hellcat, I would have to go through every single thing breaking again. That wouldn't make any type of sense. Everything that breaks, I've replaced with better shit so it won't break again. So I'm making this car bulletproof. I completely did the suspension, so now there's no suspension problems besides that tie rod, which is stock. So now that it's going to be replaced with an aftermarket one, it's going to be bulletproof. It's not going to break again. That's the point. You break it, you replace it with something better. You don't replace it with something stock because you're going to have the same outcome, obviously. Also, new Hellcats are like fucking 90,000. I'm not going to spend 90,000 on a new Hellcat when I have a Hellcat. That doesn't make sense. Someone make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. Yes, the new Hellcats have a little bit more technology. Other than that, it's the same thing. Like, The interior is the same. There's a little bit of a difference. There's leather, where in my car there's like the soft touch plastics and stuff, but I don't give a fuck about that. This is not a luxury car. I definitely didn't buy a Hellcat for the interior, you know? You see what I'm saying? And if I'm tripping off the interior, I would go get custom interior that's nicer than the factory stuff. Come on, guys. Come on now. And say I didn't get a regular Hellcat and I were to get a Redeye. Those are even more expensive, right? And it's slower than this Hellcat. I'm looking at this direction because my Hellcat's parked right here. But yeah, the Redeye only makes 797, and that's to the crank. That's not wheel horsepower. My shit makes 860 to the wheels, 1,000 to the crank. Time out, take a second real quick. Everyone's commenting talking about why does it keep changing from 860 to 1,000? I don't want to keep titling my videos 1,000 horsepower, 1,000 horsepower. It gets boring, you know? You gotta visually change it up sometimes. So I'll put 860 WHP, which means wheel horsepower. And then some videos I'll put 1,000 HP, okay? Which is 1,000 horsepower, which means crank horsepower. Some people were like, who cares about crank horsepower? Yeah, bitch, man. Your bitch cares about crank horsepower. If you tell a girl you got 1,000 horsepower, oh my God. Ah. So relax, bro. And it looks good for the titles. So stop asking about the power. It's 860 to the wheels, 1,000 to the crank. So pretty much overall, why I don't buy a new Hellcat or go buy a Redeye. My car is faster and it's the same shit. If I were to buy a new car, then it would be something else. Which brings me to this new topic of what car should I buy for the channel? I have been thinking of getting a truck. I obviously want a TRX, but I want to tow the Hellcat around with it, so I can't really get a TRX because the gas mileage is going to be shit. So I kind of need to get a diesel truck. I know Mike just got a truck to tow his cars around. His cars are obviously a whole lot lighter than my cars. He got a nice little single cab truck that he's going to do a build and stuff on. So shout out to Mike. He beat me to it. But yeah, I need to get a truck to tow this thing around. This thing's 4,700 pounds plus the trailer. So I'm definitely gonna need to get something with at least like an 8,000 pound tow capacity at the minimum type shit. So I'm most likely gonna need to get a diesel. I don't really want a diesel, but if it's gonna make sense, then you know, it makes sense. So I'm either thinking about like a Cummins or a Duramax, or I don't know what to get, and I don't want to spend like 100,000 on a truck. So it'll most likely be a few years old, couple thousand miles on it. But yeah, I don't know what to get. So comment down below what I should get to tow around the Drift Cat. But who knows, I might say fuck a truck and go get another car or something. So if I do buy another car, comment down below what I should buy. Should it be like a full drift car? Should it be a newer car that I can start going crazy in? Or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Comment down below what you guys think. But I'm kind of leaning towards a truck just so I can tow this thing around. I'd like to go on tour. I'm not gonna lie, start going to hella different states, hella different cities, so I can start meeting more of you guys, drive with you guys, all that type of stuff. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys like this video. I just wanted to talk a little bit about why I don't want a wide body, why I don't want a new Hellcat, and ask you guys about the truck idea. But that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell, thumbs up, all that stuff. Go check out the links down below. Grab your stickers at helloclothing.com, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Doses.